Hello, and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people. Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica and in Los Angeles County and in California and the whole US of A. The whole wide world if we can do something about it, but we have to start somewhere. So we might as well start in this very wealthy city of Santa Monica, in the 4th largest economy of the whole wide world, California, in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world, the USA. We need to stand up for human rights right here in the USA. We need to tell people in other countries, we believe in human rights. That's the most important thing here in the United States. Human rights and the right of people to speak their mind, speak out against authority, and peacefully protest, and have the basics in the richest, most powerful country in the world. So let's celebrate. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate all the different ways we can see the world. Let's celebrate all our lovely boys and girls. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. That's right, we gotta celebrate the fact that we have the right to peacefully protest, to speak out against authority, to speak out against government when we think they are doing wrong. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of government or abridging the freedom of the speech. Let's start that again. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of government. I playing it in tempo. I haven't done that before. Well, I should. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition government for a redress of grievances. And that's what I'm doing here tonight. I'm peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless on this 3rd Street Promenade, on this public 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica. Telling our leaders here in Santa Monica we have to do a better job. We have to be part of the solution, not part of the problem, as Santa Monica has been for generations. We need to build affordable housing and make it easier for people to survive during this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis. We don't need to punish people for being poor and homeless people for being homeless. We don't need to punish those people. We need to make it better for them. We need to make sure that everybody can thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. There's no reason for rich people to be having space races while poor people are sleeping in the streets. We can do better. Get behind the Billionaire Tax Act here in California. Everybody get behind the Billionaire Tax Act here in California, and let's demand that our next government be behind that Billionaire Tax Act. And I'm going to be talking about that a lot because I think it's a wonderful thing that has been put forth. So let's keep speaking about it. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. One more time, everybody sing along and celebrate. Celebrate our right to peacefully protest, peacefully assemble, and petition the government for a redress of grievances. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. All right. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Well, good to see you.
I like ice cream and chocolate.
Good to see Ethan Hyatt here. Hello, Ethan. Say hello.
Great to see Ethan Hyatt. You're always.
It's always good. It's always good to see
Hey,
Ethan Hyatt.
Claudio, coming.
And Gustavo here also making some noise. It's good to get out and make some noise and stand up for peaceful protest and make sure that everybody has a right and can feel free to peacefully protest in this country without being harassed or without being having violence committed against them.
Hi, Lynn, if you're watching.
Hello, good to see you, Ethan Hyatt. How are you today?
All right.
Anything new you want to share with us?
I'm just really happy where I'm living. It's great.
He's happy where he's living. Ethan Hyatt was homeless here on this promenade for about 11 years. Is that right?
Like
13?
13, I think.
About between 13 and almost 13 years. He was homeless, and most of the time he was living on this public promenade. He was sleeping here. He was doing without sleep most of the time. He would have to get up. He would have to be harassed and awakened by people, and he would have to get on the bus and try to ride that, especially when it got cold, huh?
Yeah.
When it got cold, he would have to ride the bus, and then he would try. And then he likes to go to the library here in Santa Monica, and he likes this Santa Monica promenade. But for almost 13 years, he was sleeping here on the promenade, and you know, the city
Start criminalizing.
well, the city started criminalizing homelessness, of course, but they made it harder for people. And they made it harder for people if they had a cardboard box that they flattened out to sleep on. They made it harder for them to survive. And then we've got Gustavo here, and Gustavo was homeless here for many
14 years.
Now Ethan got some housing in Los Angeles, and that's good. Finally, after 13 years, he got some housing.
14 years in the homeless.
And you were 14 years
In the homeless. And 2 times.
That's great. And there's still a lot of people. There's still more people becoming homeless every day in this state. More people are becoming homeless than housed. because we aren't building affordable housing. We aren't making sure that people have a decent place to live. But we need to keep working at it.
Santa Monica is beautiful. God is beautiful. Opportunity for everyone.
That's right.
God give me one apartamento beautiful in Santa Monica.
That's good. And
Thank you.
I'm glad these guys benefited from some of the work people are doing. But there's still way too many people that are doing without, and way too many people suffering. And we became friends because I've been out here playing on this promenade for the last 10 years. And I wanted to, and I became friends with these guys when they were homeless here on this promenade.
We're talking over 2 billion people.
2 billion.
We're talking to over 2 billion people here.
To see the people living in the street. Ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread. Just looking for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street. Just looking for some place to lay their tired feet. Are we back? Are we back on?
Santa Monica is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
14 years homeless and two times. My friend maybe 40 years. You know my friend David 40 years. 40 years. My friend 40 years.
40 years.
Kidding?
In the 1985 maybe, tell me.
You.
And sleeping, no, my friend, me 40.
Oh, yeah. You're 14.
My friend 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's in San Michel, it's liquid.
Abel.
No.
Yeah, David.
David.
David. 40 years. Remember sleeping before Adidas? My friend.
Yeah.
And I tell for the lady this knee and leave San Michel.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. Everything.
Yeah.
God is beautiful, no?
It's great. It's great when it happens. It's sad that it took 40 years for him to get to 40 years for him to get in a shelter.
40 and two times.
For him to get in a shelter here in Santa Monica because we don't have any available shelter beds here
My
in Santa
friend
Monica.
40 years calling Santa Monica.
Yeah, but anyway. All right, I'm going to play a few songs here. See the people. I hope we're still on. My friend Michael Walsh called. I'm sorry I couldn't answer. See the people. How you doing, Diaka? Good to see you. Peace. Let's start this again. See the people
I came here not
living in the street. Ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread. Just look for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought him here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street. Just look for some place to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed. Just looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Hey, hey. That's right, they're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads, and we can help them. We can make sure that everybody who needs a place to live has one in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. In this fourth largest economy of the whole wide world, California, we can make sure that everybody has a decent place to live. And while we're on that subject, there's a tax trying to get on the ballot. It's called the Billionaire Tax Act. Go online and endorse the Billionaire Tax Act. It'll raise taxes on the billionaires here in California and use the funds to help people have good quality health care. It'll put money, it's supposed to raise about $100 billion off of our billionaires here in California. So I want us all to get behind that and to make sure that our next governor that gets elected Are we back on? Did we get off? Did we get taken off of the air? Let's see. We're still on? Would you check your phone and see if I'm on, Ethan? Thank you. That's right. There's a measure trying to get on the ballot called the Billionaire Tax Act of California. And it's a 5% wealth tax on all the billionaires here in California. And I want us all to get behind that. Get online and endorse this Billionaire Tax Act and tell whoever's going to be our next governor, you better get behind that Billionaire Tax Act. I'd also like to see them repeal Prop 13, but that'd be great too. But we need to vote for this Billionaire Tax Act because, okay, so I'm still on. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you very much. That's right, because we need to stand up when we can and make what positive change we can in this country. We need to show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives, can help lift people out of poverty, can make sure that every human being in California has good public education, good quality health care, a decent place to live and food to eat. We can do that right here in California. We can show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives. So get behind this Billionaire Tax Act. It's online. Go endorse it. Make sure it gets on the ballot. And let's promote it. And let's make sure it passes. I think that's a great thing. I hope you get on and endorse that, Ethan. Get online on there. Now this I know I've been talking some politics, but I'm thinking of my mom too. She's in the hospital and she's getting better and she loves this song. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted in the skies, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye, country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. I hear her voice in the morning hour, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I got the feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, oh, take me home, my country road. Woo! Thank you. That's for my mom, Nada Lee Smith Kelley. That's right. Nada Lee Smith Kelley. I hope you're healing up and feeling better. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I woke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Woo! That's right. You keep healing up, Mom. Keep feeling better. And I'll see you soon. Here's one of the political songs my mom likes. My mom does like this one, and it's a perfect song for me to sing tonight to promote this billionaire tax act here in California. Everybody needs to get behind it. That's right. Tell your friends. Tax Elon and all the billionaires here in California. It's called the Billionaire Tax Act, and we need to endorse it and get it on the ballot and make sure that we pass it right here in California. That's right. I'd rather be a bum. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Now, Ethan, when you watched me on your phone, could you hear that music, or could you hear me pretty well? Did you listen? I like to remind the business owners that I'm here, even when they turn up their music loud. But if it, sometimes I need to move a little further down the road. But I think the people listening to my live stream can hear my music. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Ah, mama, I I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna die. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. It ain't a crime. Not yet. They're trying to make it a crime to be poor, but we're not going to let them, right? We're going to pass that Billionaire Tax Act here in California and try to make things better. What did you think? Can you hear it pretty well? All right, good. Thank you, Ethan. Oh, I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing, cheating, lying son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some democracy overthrowing son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Peace. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say goodbye someday. Hopefully not tonight. Now, I don't want you to think that I think all billionaires are evil. Bloodsuckers. Some of them are just sick. They're like hoarders or alcoholics or drug addicts. They get a little bit of money and they just got to get more and more and more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more and more and more. No, more and 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 more. Let's take a look at Elon Musk. They say he's going to be our first trillionaire. That's the last thing this world needs is a trillionaire. What we need to do is pass this California Billionaire Tax Act here on the ballot this coming November. We need to get that on the ballot and pass it here in California. Billionaire Tax Act. And tax the billionaires 5% of their wealth and help lift the poor people out of poverty. So we need to, instead of getting mad at all the billionaires like Elon Musk and all those people, we just need to raise their taxes until everybody in the whole California and all the USA can have a decent place to live. What we need to do is just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a job that pays a living wage. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have good quality health care. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a good public education. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. But we will leave Elon with 999 million and see if he can get by. That's right. These billionaires are going to be fine if we tax them 5% of their wealth to help people have a decent life here in California and to show the progressive government can work with this Billionaire Tax Act. Get online and endorse it. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around with greasy hair than see guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. One more time, everybody sing along, here we go. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in the bear than see homeless people everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Woo-hoo! And I'll keep on working at it. Thank you, peace, right there, that's fine, thank you. And look up that Billionaire Tax Act that's coming to California. Everybody promote the Billionaire Tax Act. Thank you, peace. And we can raise taxes on the billionaires and make sure that poor people can survive in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you, guys. So, that's right. We can do things. We can make things better in this country. That's what it's all about in this country. We don't have to ask anybody's permission. We need to tell our Congress what to do. That's right. Our Congress needs to be raising taxes. That's part of their job. It's written in the Constitution. Look it up. Our Congress is supposed to raise taxes for the general welfare. And if you got people sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races, the general welfare is a little out of balance. That's right. Congress is supposed to raise taxes for the general welfare and for the protection of our country. And both of those things are important. And we need to make sure that they're doing their job. And we need to make sure that we're standing up for human rights right here in California and all around the country. We need to be, that needs to be our number one export around the world. The fact that we have a First Amendment that we can speak out against our government and tell them what we think. And the fact that we want to stand up for human rights and make sure that things get better for human beings here in the United States. Those two things, the beginning of our Constitution, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. You know, when they wrote that, a more perfect union, it could have been a lot more perfect when they wrote it. But some people thought it was perfect just the way it was, even though the Constitution only benefited rich white guys who owned property when the Constitution was written. But at that time, there were people thinking in the future. They said, hey, we can make this better for everybody. We can make sure that everybody has the basics. We can make sure that everybody has rights in this country in the future. And they had to overcome slavery. We had to overcome slavery. We had a war about that. We had to overcome slavery. We had to make sure that we passed child labor laws. We had to make sure that we gave women the right to vote. And indigenous people, Native Americans, they were given the right to have citizenship and vote in 1924, not till 1924. Then later on, we had the Civil Rights Movement. We just celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and we had the Civil Rights Movement to make sure that states couldn't make it so hard for people to vote and to just survive in their states. They segregated everything. You getting by all right? You need anything? I got $3 here. No, that's what they're for. Liquor? No, thank you.
I'll sell you the liquor for some food, man.
No? Let's see what we got here.
I got pre-workout.
Oh, here's 5.
Thank you.
You're what?
I got pre-workout. I'm about food with this coffee.
Huh? No, thank you. Thank you. That's great. My name's Wade. What's your name?
I'm a Cal Mason certified peer advocate. Honestly, I have shoes at home, and my home is a TMP drill, so I need the 5 tonight.
I hope you can.
I use my certification. I'm not Josh. Cal Mesa. You make sure people don't kill themselves.
That's wonderful. Fantastic. Keep standing up for human rights. Wasim? Nice to meet you. Wade. Okay. That's right. We got to keep standing up for the rights of human beings. So it was because we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten to a place where everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. We've been working at it. We've been working towards it. Even with all those things that we accomplished, abolishing slavery, making sure that children could have a childhood without being used for their labor in this country, making sure that women had the right to vote and to chart their own destiny, making sure that during the civil rights movements that states couldn't treat people differently because of their race or their religion, their ethnicity, their beliefs, their gender. And in 1990, we passed the Americans with Disabilities Act, making sure that people with disabilities had the same rights as you and I, whether they were physical disabilities or mental disabilities. And we have to balance those things. When we're trying to help people that have mental disabilities in this country, we have to balance their rights with our desire to make them become more like us or fit into society better. And we need to get them housing before we try to fix all of their problems, because it's much easier for a person with mental disabilities to get in a stable environment if they have a place to live, to get in stable either medication or therapy or treatment for a substance abuse disorder. It's much easier if they have a place to live. And we need to work towards that being the first thing. So we've come a long way in this country. And then later on, we made sure that people had the right to marry who they wanted. If you're an adult, if you're adults, you can marry who you want in this country. And we need to stand up for everybody's rights. Because if you're standing up for somebody's rights, if you don't agree with that person and you're standing up for their rights, you're standing up for everybody's rights. We need to keep speaking out for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, because we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten to a place where everybody has the same opportunities, the same chance. I mean, it's still 10 times more likely for a young black man to go to prison here in California than a young white man. And that's a shame. We need to keep working to lift people up and make sure that everybody can have a good start and that people feel like they have a place in our society. And part of that is through good public education. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. You know, we spend about $18,000 per student here in California, and we spend over $100,000 on each incarcerated person. So money-wise, it makes much more sense to spend a lot more money on educating people and get them involved in our society and find a place for them and make sure that everybody can have a decent place to live, food to eat, and health care. Instead of sending young people to prison, put them on a better path, help them be part of our society by spending more money on education and programs that help lift people out of poverty. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. And that's why I want us all to get behind this Billionaire Tax Act here in California. Because, you know, during the 1950s, after World War II, the highest tax rate on those making the most money was around 95%. If you made over a certain amount of money, you could be taxed 95%. Of course, nobody paid that full 95%, but the billionaires the millionaires at that time paid a lot more in taxes than the billionaires do today. And we need to make sure that they're paying their fair share so that people can survive and thrive. Because California, we are the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world, and we are ranked 21st in spending on public education. That is a shame. Of all the states, we're ranked 21st or lower in spending on public education. And we're ranked 40th in the outcome of our public education. So we need to be spending a lot more money on education, so we don't have to spend so much money on incarceration. We can do great things right here in California. So get behind this Billionaire Tax Act. Tell your friends. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. Thank you, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Franklin Delano Roosevelt said, "The test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress is whether we provide enough for those who have too little." So we got a ways to go because we haven't progressed very well here in Santa Monica. We haven't built affordable housing, and we're criminalizing homelessness right here in Santa Monica. You know, last year they arrested 3,300 and something people. Out of that, 2,300 and something were homeless. About 70% of all the arrests here in Santa Monica last year were homeless human beings. Now, I would love to see, thank you, Dan Hall, City Council member Dan Hall, for getting those statistics for me from the Santa Monica Police Department. They were going to charge me money to get those statistics. And I would like to see those statistics broken down a little better and see why these people were approached, why these homeless human beings were approached in the first place. I have been over on the Pacific Palisades and other, on Palisades Park over here, and I've seen the way that Santa Monica Police Department has approached these homeless human beings for just sitting on a bench. Maybe they've got a bag. I saw them approach one guy because he was smoking. Okay, you're not supposed to smoke in the park there. But they're approaching these people and asking them for their identification right here on the park. They took a guy's fingerprints because he was going through the garbage, a public garbage can. They took his fingerprints. I mean, they're doing things like this all the time. They're going up to people who are sleeping in the park if they look homeless, and they're asking them if they do you need help? What are you doing here? And then they're giving them a choice between programs and citations. And that's just a shame. We don't have any shelter beds here that are available here in Santa Monica. So Santa Monica, you need to be part of the solution, not part of the problem, as you have been for generations. Too many of our leaders are saying, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. We'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. We'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with bugs. So don't be poor and homeless, that's what they say. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. They'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. They'll say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no medicine to get you off of the streets. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live in a mansion. That's what you gotta do. Rich folks wanna help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and move them to another neighborhood. A little farther. A little farther. A little farther down the road would be good. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. They'll find a way to ticket you no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. That's what you gotta get a yacht, you know what I mean? That's right. I remember sleeping in my car, living in my car for a while, up on the Pacific Coast Highway and trying to sleep there, and they'd come and tell you you had to move your car in the middle of the night around 2 a.m. when all the drunks are driving by. You had to move from one side of the road to the other side of the road just because the sign said so, and they would give people tickets for being in their vehicles then. It was, I spent a lot on tickets that year. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with the bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. All the rich folks want to help you if they can. So they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Yeah. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's right, homeless people. Just be rich. Yeah, that's what they say. A lot of these people come by and they say these homeless people just need to get a job. They just need to get a job. That's what they need to do. You know, there are a lot of homeless people that do have jobs and still can't afford a place to live. That's right. And if you have a minimum wage job here in Los Angeles County, you can't afford a place to live. You know, first of all, you have to come up with the 3 months rent, 2 months rent, and 1 month security. And I don't know. I don't know how people do it. I mean, I always found some sublet or something, and I barely got by, and that's the way I didn't want to work a full-time job anywhere, and I wasn't gonna. I was doing theater, and most of the good stuff I did was free. I did a lot of good improv that was free. I mean, it wasn't free to get in, but they weren't paying the performers anything. A lot of it was right here on this promenade with people like Ryan Stiles and Sean Masterson and Joe Liss. I'm trying to think of some famous people. Wayne Brady sometimes would come down here, and then we all did some improv with some of those people. Ian Gomez and Steve Carell back in Chicago at the Quick Witch show. Anyway, there were a lot of people were doing free improv shows here because they wanted to get seen by people so that they could do paying work. I just wanted to do the free shows so I could do good comedy and have fun. And I think that people should be able to work on their performing and their arts without everything being about making money. That's right. I think poor people should be able to survive in this richest, most powerful country in the world. Especially as we have more and more jobs going to artificial intelligence and robots and the such. We're going to push more and more poor people out. And while more and more of the music is going to be canned and corporate music, I hope I never make a penny off of any more of my music. I haven't made much off of it. I've made a few dollars. But I don't think that should be the goal for creating. I know it's a little silly, but I've gotten more into that way of thinking as I've gone along, and I've seen the way that people treat the poor. And there are a lot of talented poor people that just get pushed aside because they don't have connections, and they're not doing the kind of art that people want to buy, that people want to promote and make money off of. I mean, there are probably a lot of great, and I know I'm getting kind of heady here. I know I'm kind of getting, a lot of people say, well, just get a job. You know, I had lots of jobs while I was doing all that acting and singing and performing stuff. I had lots of different jobs, waitering and labor, and did some light construction. I worked on a yacht for a year. I saw the way some rich people treated poor people, and I've worked around some rich people before in different things, and I've seen the way, even on movie sets and TV sets, you know, you see the way that they treat these stars, and you see the way they treat the background actors, and it seems like everybody should be treated with dignity, even if you don't have a big role in some of these things. How you doing, Riley? Good to see you. Everything going all right?
Everything's great. You're talking about dignity. I figured that must be a conversation about me. So.
Wow, great. Yeah, good to see you. You want to say hello, Riley?
Well, hello, this is Riley.
Speaking about dignity, it must be talking about Riley. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling okay.
Yeah, things are looking up, or?
Well, things are going as they should.
All right.
It pretty much goes about as hard as I'm willing to work it is what I'm going to get out of it, you know? There's, yeah.
Well, I think it should be a little easier for you to get by, but I hope you keep going, keep moving forward.
Yeah. My problems are mostly of my own making. I got a little mental disorder. Combine that with the drug disorder or alcohol abuse.
Well, I think if you had a place that you could go and sleep and call your own, a bed to lay down in somewhere that was safe, that might help a little bit.
Just to transition until just a place to lay until I get my own place. Get my
just
mind
a safe place for you to go and sleep without being harassed. Yeah. And that's what I think a lot of people are looking for. A lot of homeless individuals would like just a safe place to go lay their head, and it shouldn't be out in the middle of the desert for them to have to do that. We need to have more shelter beds and more units right here in Santa Monica. Because if you're criminalizing homelessness, at the same time, you're not building affordable housing or helping to build affordable housing, not being part of the solution. And that's the problem. California, for generations, has pushed poor people down the road and said, we're not going to build any affordable housing. We don't want our property values to go down. Everybody's been trying to make a profit off of their real estate, and they don't care if people have a decent place to live. Right now, we could end this housing crisis tomorrow if we use some of these vacant buildings that are here, right here on this promenade, right here in Santa Monica, all around Los Angeles County in California. There are vacant buildings everywhere, and we just need to make sure that every person who needs a place to live gets fitted with a place to live. And it doesn't have to be a permanent solution, but we could get some people off the streets for a while and help them find a pathway to where they can feel better and where they can work towards making their lives a little better. I mean, there's all sorts of spaces that we could use here in Santa Monica to, instead of building pickleball courts, over here on 4th Street where they're supposed to build affordable housing sometime, you could have little prefab housing units for people to sleep in, little prefab sleep modules. They do have sleep modules now. Thank you. Peace. Good to see you, Ollie. And we could have things like that over there on that 4th Street property until they start building affordable housing there. But people want to make a profit off of everything. Everybody's worried about making a profit.
Golf courses, acres and acres.
Acres and acres of golf courses, and we're not even talking about the 192 acres of land that are going to be given to the city of Santa Monica that is now the Santa Monica Airport. 192 acres, and they want to use the whole thing for a great park. And all I can say is if you're going to have a great park of 192 acres, you better hire a lot of people to make sure that homeless people don't sleep there. Because homeless people will find a nook and a cranny in 192 acres of land. And you're just going to make it hard. You're just going to end up arresting more poor people for being poor and homeless. And that's a shame. Build some affordable housing. Build more shelter beds, Santa Monica. Do some good things. Move in the right direction. Make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. That's right, we just keep working towards a better day. We're not going to end all the problems today, tomorrow, but we need to move in the right direction. That's why we all need to get behind this Billionaire Tax Act here in California. Make sure it's on the ballot and vote for it. Make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. Someone's always crying, there'll always be pain. Some need the sunshine and some need rain. The world keeps spinning, we can't slow it down, but we can help each other while it's turning around. And make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. problem, can't cure every crime. Can't stop every problem, can't solve every crime. Oh, we can't turn back time. The world keeps spinning, we can't slow it down, but we can help each other while it's turning around. And make it a little bit better and make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect. You're doing good, Ollie. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. Peace. Make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. Sometimes the words don't come out, and sometimes the chords don't come out, and sometimes you're thinking about a lot of things and you just got to keep moving forward. That's all right. We can't get it all perfect. I ain't trying to get to perfection. We'll just make it a little bit better as we go. Hopefully, that's right. And that's right. That's why we have to keep working every day to make things move in the right direction. You know, we need to stand up against people wanting to take away the rights of human beings. We want to stand up against people taking advantage of those that have been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights here in the United States. We have about 5% of our population that haven't been given their rights, a pathway to citizenship. They've been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights, a pathway to citizenship. We don't want to have a country where we have all of our labor from other countries and not give those people the rights of citizens. Like other countries, like the United Arab Emirates or Saudi Arabia, they have 80% of their workforce from other countries, and they don't have the same rights as their citizens. We don't want to be like those countries. We want to make sure that everybody in our country has the same rights and follows the same laws. And so we need to stand up for the rights of these people to have a pathway to citizenship. Nobody wants to stand up for violent criminals, but these people that have been used for their labor and not been given their rights need help at this time. And we need to make sure that those people that have benefited from their labor, those people who have profited off of their labor, get involved and help find a pathway to citizenship for those people. And we need to do it peacefully. Don't try to fight with these ICE agents. Don't go into somebody's church and try to harass them inside their church. Because if you start doing that, we can all be going to everybody's different church that we disagree with every week. Different kind of beliefs. We got so many different kind of beliefs in this country, and that's the beautiful thing. That's all protected under our First Amendment rights. So we need to stand up for their people to go and exercise and worship, even if they believe you're going to hell and I'm going to hell, or this person is crazy and whatever. We need to let people worship and exercise their beliefs, but we can peacefully protest in the streets. Let's not cheer on any assassins or any people that commit violence. That's not the way of the First Amendment. We don't need to try and use violence to make great things happen in this country. We've seen throughout the history of this country that positive things can be done by peaceful protest and getting involved in our democracy, running for office, making change in this country by getting involved and speaking out. Speak out against hatred and racism whenever you see it, whenever you hear it. And stand up for the rights of those who have been used for their labor and not been given their rights. De la Sierra Moreno, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de hijitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. Es el lunar que tiene, cielito lindo, junto a la boca. No se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. One more time, everybody sing along. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's work to make sure this land is made for you and me. Woo! That's right. We got to keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, because we haven't gotten there yet. Don't let anybody tell you that we have, because we have to keep lifting people up and making sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. Making sure that everybody, thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Make sure that everybody can thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country in the world. No reason for rich people to be having space races while poor people are sleeping in the streets. We can do better than that. And that's why we all need to get behind this Billionaire Tax Act right here in California. Tell your friends. So I hope a lot of people are going to be getting behind that. I sure would.
What's that? When is it? Vote on it?
Billionaire Tax Act. I didn't tell you about this. There's a new ballot measure that people are trying to get on the ballot called the Billionaire Tax Act, and it'll tax the billionaires in this state 5%.
Will that be more than what non-billionaires make, or will it be equal what non-billionaires make?
Billionaires. It's only for the billionaires.
So they'll pay 5% more than the rest of us?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a wealth tax is what it is, to make sure that they pay their fair share, and so that the federal government may be withholding money from California, and this should raise about $100 billion to help fund medical, or Medi-Cal and Medicaid here in California, and also for the education here in California, and for preschool. So that should be on the ballot in November. That should be on the ballot. So everybody needs to get behind it now. I think it's moving forward very quickly, but we all need to be talking about it. And I want us to say to whoever's running for governor, whatever Democrat is running for governor, you have to get behind this Billionaire Tax Act, or you're not getting my vote. And I hope we can all encourage everybody to jump and get this moving forward. We can show the progressive government can work here in California, even if the rest of the country is moving towards authoritarian, conservative, Republican government. We can show the progressive government can work here and help lift people out of poverty and help make sure that we spend a lot more money on public education and build affordable housing and have good quality health care for all. That ain't too much to ask. That might not be too much to ask, but this song, my brother Joe, he lived with me for a while out here in Venice in the early 90s, and we were performing some, and he said, Wade, after I become a big movie star, I'm gonna drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. And I said, brother, that's a song. Brother Joe Kelley Jr., Hollywood Joe Kelley Jr., that's a song. I have a dream, gonna move to Hollywood, make movies with my brother, yeah, that would be real good, yeah. We'll live in a mansion, we'll have lots of money. Folks will see me on the silver screen and think I'm really funny. And if I do real good, drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now that ain't too much to ask. Ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much. That ain't too much. No, I said it ain't. That ain't too much. That ain't too much to ask. Then I'll get married to a pretty girl who's 29. We'll have lots of children and raise them where the air is fine. Yeah. The girls will be pretty and the boys, they will be big and strong. When they get older, they all will help me sing my song. Yeah. And if I do real good, I drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now that ain't too much to ask. Ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much. That ain't too much. No, I said it ain't. That ain't too much. That ain't too much to ask. drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now that ain't too much to ask. Ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much. That ain't too much. No, no, I said it ain't. That ain't too much. That ain't too much to ask. That's right. That may be a little too much to ask for everybody to drive up in a Porsche and buy a Dairy Queen, but for everybody to have the basics in the richest, most powerful country in the world, that ain't too much to ask. For everybody to have a decent place to live, food to eat, and health care in the richest, most powerful country, and a good public education in the richest, most powerful country in the world ain't too much to ask. We have to demand that from our government. We have to tell our leaders, our public servants, do your job, raise the taxes, make sure it's possible, especially when more and more jobs are going to robots and artificial intelligence. That's right. More and more of the jobs every year are going to be going to these robots, and it's been happening for generations. But we need to make sure that human beings don't get left behind in this technological era, as they already have. We need to stand up for human rights, not just the rights of rich people to make a profit off of their toys. Rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. Hey, on the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. All over this country tonight, we have warehouses. These guys are going by to do their jobs. They got their little scaffoldings on wheels. Those are some rich people's toys. They used to have to put together those scaffoldings. Now they can just push a button and lift themselves up in the air. It used to be about 5 or 6 guys who would have to do those jobs that one guy is doing now. And that's all right. Not everybody wants to do those jobs, but we need to make sure that human beings can survive in this richest, most powerful country in the world. Because right now, all over this country, they have warehouses full of machines that are being taken care of. Computers, servers, routers, whatever you want to call them, all sorts of different artificial intelligentsia and robots. They're being taken care of. They're being cleaned up. They're being healed. They're being made sure that all their circuits are working just right. And they're being kept at nice room temperature so they don't get too cold or hot. And they're being fed electricity that they need to keep them doing their jobs and keep them happy so they don't explode. And yet, we have human beings sleeping in the streets. Sleeping in the streets and being punished for it. We have human beings trying to sleep in the streets and being pushed down the road and being arrested for being homeless, having their possessions taken away and thrown in dumpsters, and told that all of their belongings had to fit in a 60-gallon bag That's what we're doing all over California and many of the western states now. Ever since our governor got with Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court and they made the ruling on Grants Pass versus Johnson to make it easier to criminalize homelessness. And that's just a shame. While we're taking good care of all these rich people's toys, you can't have a tent on the street here in Santa Monica, but they have all sorts of electric scooters and electric bikes littering our streets here in Santa Monica. But you can't have a human being have a tent on the street, on the sidewalk here, or they'll get a citation and be arrested. And that isn't the way it should be. How are you, Ellie? Good to see you. Peace. Lovely to see you. Doing all right? Good to hear. Good to hear. You have a great night. Lovely. That's right. Right here in Santa Monica. The streets are littered with these electric scooters and bicycles and all sorts of things. But human beings can't have a tent overnight on the sidewalk. And it's just, it's a shame the way that human beings are being treated while we're treating rich people's toys with such reverence. All these little robots on wheels making deliveries. All these driverless cars. They're all being taken care of. And poor people are sleeping in the streets. And that's a shame. And being harassed for it. You got your rich people's toys making rich people money, while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys, making rich people money, while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. All the rich people and rich people's toys. All the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. That's where we're at right now. It's more important to let the rich people have their toys on our streets and in our buildings than for human beings to have a decent place to live or to be able to pitch a tent on a sidewalk. That's a crime. But for rich people to litter the streets with their toys, their electric scooters and bikes and driverless cars and little robots on wheels, delivery robots, they're all over. We got to stand up for human rights. We need to stand up for human rights, not the rights of these rich people's toys. We can do better. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. So listen, Lord, if you want to know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love. That's right, we just got to spread the love around a little better. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. We can make sure that everybody has the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. I see us in the park, strolling the summer days, imaginings in my head, and words from the heart, told only to the wind, felt without even being said. I don't want to bore you with my troubles. Some about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. Some about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. Knocks me off my feet. I don't want to bore you with it, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't want to bore you with it, but I love you, I love you, I love you. More and more, more and more. We lay beneath the stars under a lover's tree, as seen through the eyes of my mind. I reach out for the part of me that lives in you, that only our two hearts can find. I don't want to bore you with my troubles. Some about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. Some about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. Knocks me off my feet. I don't want to bore you with it, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't want to bore you with it, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't want to bore you with it, but I love you, I love you, I love you. More and more, more and more. That's right. Got to find room for love songs, even while we're working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. And standing up is saying, let's all get behind the Billionaire Tax Act here in California. Go online, look it up, endorse it.
I was concerned that they don't even, not that they don't pay more, but that the rich people don't, they pay a smaller percentage of taxes than we pay. That's a concern.
A lot of rich people get away without paying many taxes at all, and they should pay their fair share. And they should pay more because they're doing very well. So that's why I'm totally for that. Every day it's getting closer, moving faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours is sure to come my way.
Oh, that's quite a story. You don't hear that anymore, do you? No, that's quite a story.
Every day it's getting faster. Everyone said go ahead and ask her. Love like yours is sure to come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day seems a little longer. Every way love grows a little stronger. Come with me. Would you ever long for true love from me? Whoa. Every day it's getting closer, moving faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours is sure to come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day it's getting faster. Everyone says go ahead and ask her. Love like yours is sure to come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day seems a little longer. Every way love grows a little stronger. Come with me. Would you ever long for true love from me? Whoa, every day it's getting closer, moving faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours is sure to come my way. Hey, hey, hey. It's very clear. Our love is here to stay. Not for a year, but ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. It's very clear. Our love is here to stay. Not for a year, but ever and a day. The time the rocking, radio and telephone, and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here. It's very clear. clear. Our love is here to stay. I love it when I'm near you and I hear you speak my name. Softly in my ear you breathe a flame. Love it when we're dancing, keep on glancing in my eyes, till love's own entrancing music dies. All of my future is in you, you're every plan I design. Say that you'll always continue to be mine. Hey Fred, good to see you, peace. Lover, please be tender when your tender fears depart. Lover, I surrender to my heart. The evening breeze caressed the trees tenderly. The trembling trees embraced the breeze tenderly. Then you and I came wandering by, lost in her sigh were we. The shore was kissed by sea and mist tenderly. I can't forget how lovers met breathlessly. Opened wide and wrapped me inside. You took my lips, you took my love so tenderly. Till the end of time, long as stars are in the blue, long as there's a spring, a song to sing, I'll go on loving you till the end of time. Long as roses bloom in May, my love for you will grow sweeter with every passing day, till the wells run dry and each mountain disappears. I'll be there for you to care for you through laughter and through tears. So take my heart in sweet surrender, tenderly say that I'm the one you'll love and care for till the end of time, till the wells run dry and each mountain disappears. I'll be there for you to care for you through laughter and through tears. So take my heart in sweet surrender and tenderly say that I'm the one you love and live for till the end of time. Jessie rose to see the morning sun through her eyes of tears and red. Jessie sees that it's a lovely day. I can't see outside my head, but Jessie knows about tomorrow. Jessie sees the future clear. And Jessie knows in just another day I'll be gone, she'll be here. Jessie takes me through the afternoon, then she leads me into night. And she listens as I play my tune. When there's nothing, she's alright. Jessie carries all my sorrows. Jessie shares with me my joys. Jessie knows I'm bound to run away, 'cause she's my home and I'm her troubled boy. And Jessie flies with the sun each morning. She hears me howl at the moon each night. She jumps into my bed without a warning. She wraps me in her love and holds me tight. Jessie says we're gonna sail away to an island in the sea. And I tell her that that sounds okay, but my life's a mystery. Jessie knows about tomorrow. Jessie sees the future clear. Jessie knows in just another day I'll be gone, she'll be here. And Jessie flies with the sun each morning. She hears me howl at the moon each night. She jumps into my head without a warning. She wraps me in her love and holds me tight. Jessie says we're gonna sail away to an island in the sea. And I tell her that that sounds okay, but my life's a mystery. But Jessie knows about tomorrow. Jessie sees the future clear. Jessie's dancing in my heart right now, 'cause I'm still gone, she's still here. But Jessie knows. Ah, sweet Jessie Rose. Huh?
Jessie Rose.
Jessie Rose. Sweet, sweet woman.
I love that what you said about
Jessie Rose Helzer. Huh?
I love that story about your brother. You talked about your brother. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
What do you call him?
Yeah.
What do you call him?
Yeah, my brother Hollywood Joe Kelley Jr. He's written a lot of songs. Wrote some songs that Henry Phillips does.
Songwriter.
Joe Kelley Jr. Hollywood Joe Kelley Jr. Yeah, I'll play some more of his songs some night. Well, we'll keep working towards a better day. Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. If there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your pain and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through, for you just light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll see that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Well, I'm starting to run out of battery, if you haven't noticed. If you haven't noticed, I'm starting to run out of battery. But, no, I did want to sing this song. Natalie, this is for my mom. Ain't nothing in this world you need to see. Don't find you some wild boy for you to follow. Just make yourself to home here in the holler. Natalie, Natalie. In the green hills of Virginia, among the church folks and kin, you grew up wading in the creek and playing hide and seek and building rock houses for your paper dollies and singing Rock of Ages, clap for me. Hide myself in thee. Natalie, Natalie. Ain't nothing in this world you need to see. Don't find you some wild boy for you to follow. Just make yourself to home here in the holler. Natalie, Natalie followed her young man from sea to shining sea. She found her some wild boy for her to follow and left her humble home there in the holler. In the California sun, the journey just begun, with 3 young boys in tow and a wild young husband, Joe. Sometimes she'd grab him by the collar, sometimes she'd just scream and holler. Tough times and rough roads ahead, she remembered what her daddy said. Law, honey, sometimes it's sweet potato pie, sometimes it's root hog or die. Natalie, Natalie, nothing in this world you need to see. Don't find you some wild boy for you to follow. Just make yourself to home here in the holler. In the cities by the bay, in the city by the bay, the years just rocked away in the struggle to survive and keep 5 boys alive. She sure learned how to stretch a dollar. In the 70s by the bay, the years just rocked away in the struggle to survive and keep 5 boys alive. She sure learned how to stretch a dollar, and they sang Rock of Ages, clap for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Natalie, Natalie had to pick up stakes and move her family. Alabama for a bit, sweet home Virginia didn't fit. Detroit was mostly gray and pain. Minnesota was okay, but the snow never went away. When finally came the thaw, they moved down to Arkansas. Joe and Ada on their own, the boys were up and grown. Sometimes she'd grab him by the collar, say, honey, thank you for taking me from the holler. Natalie, Natalie. Ain't nothing in this world you need to see. Don't find you some wild boy for you to follow. Just make yourself to home here in the holler. Natalie, Natalie, Natalie. Well, we keep moving, working towards a better day.
That's your
I'll
mom?
get that
That's your
song.
mama, Natalie? That's your mama?
That's my mom, Natalie. Yeah.
Right.
I'll get that song right one of these days. Not tonight, though, I
I thought
won't.
it sounded just right. I thought it sounded just right.
All right, thank you. But we keep working towards a better day. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education. We can do great things in this country. Let's get behind this billionaire tax act right here in California. Tell those people running for governor, you get behind this billionaire tax act. Tell your leaders here in California, get behind this billionaire tax act and start lifting the poor people out of poverty a little better in this state. Show that progressive government can work in this fourth largest economy of the whole wide world. My song is just a song, just a dream to sing along to. A dream that can't be sold for silver or the gold, but something you can hold in the part of your heart that cries in the night. It longs for the day when something goes right, and yearns for loving arms to hold you tight. Sweet dreams and restful nights. I sing you a sunny day. I sing your worries all away. I sing you loving arms to hold you tight. Sweet dreams and restful nights. I sing you a sunny day. I sing your worries all away. I sing you loving arms to hold you tight. Sweet dreams and restful, peaceful nights. Peace and love.